Hi, welcome to my tidbits for the week. I wanted to talk this week about agents getting paid. I know it's something that you may have heard a little bit about in the real estate information or lawsuits. You may have heard about the NAR, or the National Association of Realtors, has settled a lawsuit, and we are all still waiting for how that will affect us and what we need to do to ensure that we abide by all the regulations that the state and that the national organizations have required of us. So one of the things is that generally how we were getting paid in the past is that the listing agent would discuss with the seller their commission amount and negotiate whether they wanted to pay or have a percentage that they could use to pay the buyer agent, so that those funds would come from the listing agents. Their brokerage would hold the funds, and then they would pay the person that brought the buyer to the property with those funds. Going forward, agents and sellers have always had an option not to do that, but apparently it wasn't clear enough, and so these lawsuits now mandate that MLS cannot advertise how much a listing agent is offering to a buyer agent, which is what was being done in the past. Going forward, the seller will decide whether they want to offer commission to anyone that brings a buyer to their property. Obviously, if you offer commission to a buyer agent, they are going to bring buyers with them, and those buyers are pre-qualified. They have selected the house for a reason. You're going to have a lot more people coming through the property with that respect. And you also have the option of not offering any commission to the buyer agent. And that is going to result in, well, now going forward, we all have to have buyer agents agreements signed with our buyers before we show them any properties. And that will detail out how that compensation will be paid. Obviously, no agent wants to work for free. And if the seller is not offering commission for the buyer agent, then that commission has to come from the buyer themselves. So our job is to kind of negotiate that process and ensure that the buyer agents are getting some type of compensation for all the work that they put in helping buyers find homes. With that comes a lot of, what type of value do we offer? Is it worth it? And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in my next video. But just so that that's the basis of what's going on with some of those lawsuits. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because we still don't know a lot of the answers and a lot of things haven't been decided yet. But that's what we're looking at going forward. Hope you all have a great week.